Hello, I'm Ian and welcome to Somerset News Network. Watched a couple of videos this morning on YouTube saying that the King has written a resignation letter. He was going to abdicate. If he had, I don't think that we would have been told. Now, if you're at the palace, in the firm as they say, they've got contingency plans for doing things. Perhaps one of those contingencies is that because the King was ill and had cancer, they didn't know how the treatment was going to go. Plans were put in place for him to abdicate because of his illness. These couple of video YouTubers were saying he's disgusted with the Labour government, he don't want reform to take power. And I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Constitutionally, the King cannot make a judgment. He can't say anything. So that's false. An outright lie. He may have a plan to resign if he was ill. Look at when the Queen died. They had an operation in place already. Everything planned. Her funeral was planned. Because you can't do it ad hoc at the spur of the moment. You've got to plan it in advance. When the Queen was in Balmoral, up in Scotland, somebody told Harry that the Queen was coming back by train. Harry must have leaked that in his PR team, because he was the only one who was told. So now they knew they couldn't trust Harry. So that's why Harry has never been given any information since. And when the Queen came down, the operation was all organised. But we, the people, stood up and paid our respects to a Queen that's been on the throne longer than I'd been alive. I was born in 56. She took the throne in 53. Now, the local farmers went along the field with all their brand new tractors in respect. The Pony Club, all in their fine saddlery and everything, and their hats, all lined up along the field, along the road, to show respect. When she came down the motorway was cleared in front of the, I don't know what you call it, motorcade. People were stopping in the fast lane and getting out their cars and showing their respect over bridges. Unbelievable. Well, let's face it, for most of us, it's the only Queen we've ever known. But the plan was in place. Now, those plans would have been altered for the King and his wishes. Anne may have been involved, William would have been involved, and the courtiers, along with the government. So to say the Starmer rejected the King's resignation is also false, because we got no proof of that at all. It's only these two speculative YouTubers that have said it. I think one said it and then the other one did another video reporting on what the other one said. This is how disinformation starts. Yes, there will be a plan for the King to step back if his illness got worse. But he hasn't yet. So the King hasn't resigned. And at the 80 VE Day celebrations, he looked pretty fit to me. You know, he's doing well for a man that's got cancer. His treatment might be working. How long he's got to live, we just don't know. We haven't been told. I expect William will know and Anne will know. And Edward as well. I think I'd put Edward in there as well. They would know what's going to happen. If the king's illness gets that he can't work, and he's a workaholic anyway, then William will take over as regent, or even the king abdicating and will crown William the king. It's the way it works. I don't want it to happen yet. I want the king to have a long life. I want William to be able to get his kids to grow up so that they go through university, and then we'll do the swap over if we've got to. I mean, that's my opinion. But don't believe all you hear on YouTube. If you don't believe me, find out for yourself. I get things wrong. And when I get things wrong, I come back and say I've got it wrong. But I don't come back very often because I don't normally get things wrong. Anyway, Ian, the king has not resigned. And I wish him all the best. Your Majesty, if you're watching this. You know, I think the 80 VE Day celebrations were absolutely brilliant. This country does us proud. And it's us, the people, that celebrate with you. And you're our monarch, you're our head of state. At least we're not doing it with somebody like Maggie Thatcher or Tony Blair or even Starmer as head of state. Because I don't think half the people would have turned out them. Anyway, Ian, Somerset News Network, signing off. Bye for now.